At the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the double. 20. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. Check.
First carry now for Justice Hill. They find some open field here. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's our time.
First down, and it's Hill again. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. And now Jackson will look and throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. I'm scared.
Jackson from the shotgun. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Who that? Who that? Take it, take it.
Monday.
From the gun, it's Rosen. It's complete to Williams. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Cyrus Jones back to return for the Ravens. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out.
Let's go,
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll run. This is Hill. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And not much running room. Down to the 32. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
We need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They're running. Ingram. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Stop your body. Ringo. Let's go. Come on.
Watching your five. Let's go, tackle. Let's go.
Here's Ingram. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll run here with Ingram. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, as time expires in the first half, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single corner. Alert.
Hey, Alpha. Hi.
Rosen will throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter. Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one. Has that happened to you before? No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 29-yard line.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Ready up. Right 55. Hey, defense. Let's go. Set. 55. Line 55. Hey, eat. Take it. Check. 55. Come on. Check it. 55.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first.
Ready. 15 on it. 55. Mike. Check.
first down. It's Ingram trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
55 mark, 55. Target.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Now it's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there. First down. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
He's checking.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On second down and 4, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 yards there and a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Back now in Miami. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. They come out here in the eye. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll try and run. Ingram. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, blood a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Balaj. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Middle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 49.
A play fake to Balaj. Now Rosen. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. The 20. And he will score.